I think my goal for this week is just to do a little bit more coding and tutorials. Yes. If you're missing love in your life, get a dog. I still find myself not spending as much time as I should doing the things that I want to do. One of the main things that has helped me when it comes to learning new skills, or when I was at university, was a simple yet powerful concept. So let's start at the beginning. When I was a student, I struggled with self-discipline. I would rather do anything else, even cleaning, rather than studying. I was an expert procrastinator. But once I finally managed to force myself to sit down and start reading, I could sit for hours. But I really struggled to make myself start. After some trial and error, I found a solution to this problem that worked well for me, and it was to make a designated study desk where I never packed down my stuff. So all I had to do was to sit down at that desk, and the books were open on the last page where I left them. I also had the books for several other subjects close by, so I could easily change subjects. So instead of the task being to find my books, get my computer, paper, pen, etc., I would reduce the task to being sit down at the desk. Once I was sitting there, everything was all ready and prepared right in front of me to start working. To just get myself to sit down at the right place required next to no mental energy, and my brain got no time to protest before it was too late. It seems simple, yet if you're in the same position as I was, it's definitely worth a shot. Alright, so a friend helped me to get the butcher block or countertop on top of the new stand. Not secured yet, but it looks really good. Attach that here somewhere. Then we bought these cool little It was first after I read the book Atomic Habits I realized what I had been doing. By the way, if you haven't read Atomic Habits, I really recommend that you do. It will be worth your while. Anyway, the main 4 concepts in the book when making new habits are 1. Make it obvious. 2. Make it attractive. 3. Make it easy. And 4. Make it satisfying. My solution to end procrastination goes in accordance with step 3. I made it easy to start studying, and when my grades started improving as well, it also became satisfying. In the book, he talks about setting up your space in accordance with the habit you want to build, and that was what I had been doing, and it really worked. The knowledge on how this worked has helped me to build new habits later on in life as well. You need to set yourself up for success by making it easier to do the right thing. If your entire process is reliant on self-discipline, it will rarely work. You need to work with, not against yourself. So this weekend, instead of doing any coding, I decided to clean up my space. I needed to make my home space inviting and pleasant in order to find the balance I needed to learn new skills. I decided to start with refurbishing my office space. I've been thinking about it for a while now. I didn't manage to finish this weekend, but I got a long way, and I will make a separate video once it's done. So my number 1 advice in preparation for your learning journey is to firstly set aside time to get your space organized before you start focusing on learning. This might be a small or a bigger task depending on your situation. And depending on how far you want to take it, you can also optimize your entire house to make everyday life easier. So make a list in each room and what needs doing in order to optimize the space for reaching your goal. Every aspect that you can simplify will leave you with more time and energy to work towards your main goal. Take some time to clean up your space, throw out stuff you don't need, and make your work area inviting and accessible. Remove distractions, make it easy to just sit down at the desk to start coding or whatever other skill you want to work on. If you have to remove a pile of clothes, some dirty dishes, and some random trash or other items before you can get to work, chances are that you will avoid it. The more you get your ducks in a row, the easier day-to-day life becomes, and the more energy you will have to start your learning journey.